Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Face the Heels, episode 3 here on the Ben Zone. I'm Ben Cornett, and tonight we're going to discuss the road to WrestleMania, some Raw and SmackDown talk as well, and we'll also discuss some AEW. They got a big pay per view this weekend, this Sunday, so let's get right into it. But first, I want to introduce my co host here. He is my co-host on NFL Edition, and he is also on Have At It sometimes. Here he is, Mr. Johnny Dean. Johnny, how's it going, man?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, man. How you doing tonight, Johnny?
I'm holding up.
Oh, good, good. By the way, thanks for joining me here on Face the Heels, episode 3. Catching any Raw right now?
Yeah, watching it right now.
I want to know one thing. Would you wear that jacket that Seth's got on? Would you like strut your
I pimp the shit out of it, man. I get my gold chains out. I pimp the hell out of it.
You know, you should get one of those and wear it downtown Pittsburgh, dude.
Nobody'd even look. Nobody would even look twice, man.
I mean, it's cold out there this time of year. I think it'd be very comfy.
That's formal attire right there, bud.
Oh man! So, what do you think of tonight's episode so far here on Raw?
Oh, Johnny Gargano, Brock Lesnar,
Yeah, how about that, Brock?
girls. I like that one. I like that. I like the way he was all calm. Don't mess with his moonshine and spit in his face, though.
Yeah. So, this is the match at WrestleMania now. So it is official. It'll be Brock and Omos. We don't know what night it'll be on, night 1 or night 2, but it's an interesting match. I mean, I think Brock's going to win that match, and then he's going to do an F5 on him, on Omos.
Well, Brock did an F5 on the Big Show, right?
Yeah, he's done that on the Big Show. He's done that on pretty much everybody. So
yeah,
but nobody's gotten Omos off their off his feet yet. So that's what
they kind of have to do this, right? They have to, because Brock's the biggest beast they really got.
Right. Yep.
So if you don't promote that properly, then you're screwing up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Some people might think, well, God, really this one? You think Brock would get a better type of match, but I'm okay with it. I mean, again, they want to see Omos off his feet and see him get an F5. I think that's the main goal here, and
so far, the solo characters. Seth Rollins is the only really solo character that stands out on this right now. I mean, and the dude that's with Dominic, that crew.
Whatever. Oh yeah, it's got Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and then
I think it's Damian Priest. They should. I'm telling you, man, they would hit gold if they would single him out, give him a character, and let him go solo. That's how Vince McMahon would have done it back in the day. Make that person a force, and then team them up with other people. I mean, you know what I mean? Not let him go solo for a good year or two with a good character, build a good, strong character for him. The others, I could care less about the other people. Ballard and shit, go away. Go be one of the lightweights and shit somewhere, man.
I actually like how they're doing
it. The girl, she could be utilized like that too.
Yeah. No, I kind of like it the other way around right now. I think you need to build Damian Priest up in a group so that way it'll make him look good, and he comes out of it. He'll eventually break away, but I think this helps him out a little right now. So that way,
I think they've got to stand up on their own 2 feet first, then put the power groups like the NWO, like X. What was it?
DX.
Yeah, DX and stuff. Let them be named so that you go, holy shit, they're in that group. You know what I mean? Instead, because these groups, everybody's got a friggin' group, and it's ridiculous to me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I think, but sometimes, see, Damian Priest, he just got to the main roster a couple years ago, so he's not really been known yet. This is probably the most exposure he's gotten has been in the Judgment Day.
That's where Vince McMahon was a genius, though. He would make them known, make them feared and shit as solo acts, and then put them in a group to dominate. Like DX would look how long. What's his name? Oh, Jesus Christ. I can never remember his name. He runs the place now.
Hunter.
Triple H, yeah. Mm-hmm. Look how long Triple H was just, they built his character before they put him in DX,
Yeah. No, I mean, it works.
Shawn Michaels was already a big guy, so
right.
A big name.
I get what you're saying, Johnny. It does work. It's just, I think for some wrestlers, though, they kind of need to be in a group first. Like, let's say Randy Orton and Batista. Remember that group Evolution?
Yeah.
They started out as young guys that they got some on their own first, but they needed
Orton's name because of his family legacy already had him as a known person. Batista, he was intimidating, but they never used him right until they put him with DX. That was one mistake Vince McMahon made, but Vince McMahon really didn't like Batista that much. He didn't like his character that much. So,
I guess, yeah. But I mean, for some people like a Batista, he needed a group to get himself over, and it worked out really well for him. So, as we see right now, Lashley is gonna. I think he's gonna.
I think you're ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
I'm still on Seth Rollins here.
Yeah, I missed the first hour of the show. I just got off work, but they had watching the highlights. Solo against him and Jey Uso were up against Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins.
Oh yeah, you're way ahead of me. Yeah.
Jey and Solo won. Then after the match, Kevin Owens came out and beat them up.
Yeah, I saw that. That's where I come in at. That's right when I came in.
Came out, okay. And then they had Cody against Chad Gable, which I caught a little bit of that. It's a pretty good match. And then this next Monday night on Raw, John Cena returns.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, they're in Boston next week, so that's where he's from. So I kind of figured that'll probably set up for him and Austin Theory at WrestleMania. Most likely, that's where it's headed. Oh man,
I like what. All right, I've seen a part of AEW the other night, man, and I really enjoyed that. That was more to my liking than the WWE right now.
Okay, what stood out to you? Like
they're just darker characters. They're fucking. Excuse me. they get into it. The storyline seems to be more enticing to me.
Okay.
But like I said, I've only seen a piece of one episode, so.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'm glad you're exploring other wrestling right now.
Well, I originally was a WCW guy until Bischoff ruined it. And he built it. He was doing good, and then he got carried away with it when he started getting involved in matches and when he started doing all that shit. That's where he really kind of ruined it and split the NWO. Well, you saw the
Yeah, I saw the documentary. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sean Spencer says, "What's up, fellas?" Sean, thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate that. He also says MVP has made a nice little comeback as a manager. Yeah, I agree. I think he's good in that role. He's good as a mouthpiece, for wrestlers. And speaking of mouthpieces, let's bring one here from all the way from up north in Canada himself, Mr. Kyle Yasty. Kyle, what's going on, bud? How you doing?
How's it going? What's going on, guys?
Good.
What's up, Kyle?
Oh, same old. Watching, switching between the Oilers game and Raw.
That's okay.
The Oilers are. They might have had Boston a loss.
Wait a minute. I thought you were a Red Wings fan. You're not a
Red Wings fan? Disgraceful. Don't want to go take a shower. Never say that to me. Ever.
I think you got it confused for Alex and
No, I
Andrew.
just thought that that whole group up there in that
No.
area was Red Wings fans.
No, I support my city, man. I'm an Edmonton Oilers fan through and through.
Okay.
Respect.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Kyle, from what you've seen tonight so far, what are your thoughts on Raw?
Well, so for what I'm seeing right now is a lot of the rumors are coming true. Is from what it seems, right? Like they're planting the seeds now for Edge and Finn Balor and potentially Demon Balor to come out at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm not against that. I think that's a good, break match. I like to say, you know what I mean, where it's a non-title fight match. I think that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Other than that, it's not bad. The Bloodline, it is what it is now at this point too, right? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty much just waiting now at this point till WrestleMania to see what's going to happen if Cody Rhodes wins it or not. But that's essentially it. Oh, Firefly Funhouse. Oh,
Well,
but
speaking of Cody and Roman, this will be the first time they face off with each other
yep.
this Friday night on SmackDown. They've never
It'll be pretty good. It'll be interesting. The one thing I can say is, I love Cody Rhodes. I can't get past his lisp though. When he does his promos, I can't get past it.
Well, it's like his dad. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, daddy. That's my son, and
The same exact list, man. Yeah.
Son of a plumber.
Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, it's a little bit before my time, right? But all respect to Dusty Rhodes, right? Rest in peace. So yeah, no, it's not bad. I haven't seen. Out of what I've seen on Raw today, it's nothing spectacular. I don't know about you guys, but
from what I've seen, it's it's there.
Yeah.
Obviously, what really kills it for me though, it's 3 hours. That 3 hours just way too long.
A 3-hour Monday night show is just ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's because of advertisements. They're paying them, so it's money related. So they're not going to.
Not only that, but it's just SmackDown is just so stacked compared to Raw.
Yeah.
Like that's just the reality, right? Like,
well, it's 2 hours as well. It's on Fox here in the States, and stuff like that. It's on national TV. And you got Roman on there. You got the story, the Bloodlines, the majority of that show. So people are going to that.
Sure, yeah, you got Roman and stuff on there. Like if you look at all like the baby faces, right? You got Roman, you got Sheamus, you got Drew McIntyre, you got Bray Wyatt, you got what tag teams? You have the Viking Raiders, you have who else is on? Well, the Usos, but the Usos they've always been kind of irrelevant. Sure, they're one of the better tag teams, but at the same time,
the New Day as well.
The New Day too, yeah, New Day for sure. But you know what? Actually, that would be something that would have been really cool. Is I would have liked to see the New Day break up. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would be good. I think the Street Profits are going to break up though.
For sure. There's no ifs ands or buts about it. Like you have to, like just seeing how just seeing how well Montez Ford handles himself on his own. Like you have to explore the possibility of where he's going to go and really show the talent that he actually has, right? So yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
Sean Spencer wrote this one. I have to do this for him. I'm sorry, Ben, but I have to do this. Tar Heels. Talking about college basketball, baby. Like his heels won tonight. And speaking of heels, Sean says Eric Bischoff definitely ruined things after the NWO. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, he was a cause of it.
2 weeks away from putting the WWE out of business, man. And then he got carried away too much.
Yeah, I mean, but see, it's not all on Bischoff. That whole company was a mess. It was
with Turner and
it didn't help things. They didn't want wrestling on their show, but because it was doing so well that, just listen to the podcast and interviews, you'll get a better idea of what Eric Bischoff's talking about. But yeah, Sean says, hi, Kyle. What up, Kyle? Mr. Yacy.
What up? Oh, Bobby Lashley. He's chatting he's going to threaten Bray Wyatt. Okay, they're planting the seeds on that one.
Yeah, so that's probably where they're headed for WrestleMania. Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? Like, is this going to be a one-on-one Bobby versus Bray though? Is that what we're looking at here? Like, because like I was originally thinking Hurt Business. I still stand by it. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is something.
Yeah, I think it'll eventually happen. Like the Hurt Business will get back together to go up against the Firefly Funhouse or whatever Bray's group.
Oh, that'd be so cool, man.
I want the one-on-ones. I want the one-on-ones where you can make a name for yourself, like Mankind and stuff. You know what I mean? Where you could actually go out there and destroy each other. You don't see that no more, man. I don't. Well, you're never going to see Mankind jumping, getting thrown off the top of a cage again. He almost died in that shit. But
yeah. I mean,
but
there are a lot of things
those brutal like fights like that you know people are getting hurt, whether it's staged or not. You know, those are the kind of fights that I miss. You know,
all right. Scott is in the house. He's trolling as usual. I'm here, but not for the fake stuff. Okay. All right. And Sean says, can the Street Profits really do better solo? I think so.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
Montez Ford's he's going to be the Sean of the group, you know, and Angela's going to be the Marty, you know, like the Rockers, you know, Sean broke out, became a bigger star. I think I see Montez Ford being that guy. So, you know, more charisma. He's better on the mic, better.
Well,
you know,
not only that, but like look at even the New Day, like a easy comparison to like Kofi Kingston's the star, right? Like Kofi Kingston absolutely is the guy who's putting in the work. He has the like spectacular matches all the time, right? And then oh my god, I forget his name now. I feel so bad. Who's his partner?
Angelo Dawkins.
No. Like New Day.
Oh, Xavier Woods.
Yeah, Xavier Woods. Like Xavier Woods isn't a bad wrestler, but I wouldn't put him top tier.
No, I mean he's a good like mid-carder performer. Good hand. That's what I said.
But then you look at Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins is like he's not bad. Like I think he's like a Xavier Woods level, but like Montez Ford, like that guy is gonna win belts.
Yeah, I agree, and I think he'll definitely be in line for like the U.S. title or
easily
continental title. Yeah, you know, to start off with, and then I'm seeing, oh man, Chelsea Green.
And that's what I want to see the most personally. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand this bloodline thing. I understand that they've been going and trying to, you know, build Roman's legacy, and you know he wants to break all these records that Bruno Sammartino had, right, and everything, and you know that's fine, that's spectacular and everything, but like it's boring. Right, like we've had this for 3 years, and like take for granted. Sure, we had COVID, right? Like I get it. Like that definitely put a hamper in things. But like let's move past this Roman Reigns like BS, right? And let's see some other stars get the time to shine. Like let's strip like Roman Reigns and the Usos to break up those 4 titles, and let's see some actual solid storylines.
Yeah, well, and that's why you're starting to see. When Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are both saying we're destroying the bloodline, they're breaking down, they're falling apart.
Yeah.
So eventually they are going to do that, Kyle. I think that's going to happen at WrestleMania, and then you might see him at Backlash, and then after that, that's where it's just going to be all brand new. There's going to be a new, slate, and Cody will be a champion. I don't know if he's going to hold both the titles. Maybe they'll take one, and
I hope he drops one. I hope he drops one.
You got a prediction on this Gargano Otis match coming up?
Otis?
I don't know. You know what? Otis is a great wrestler, but him and oh my god, I forgot his partner's name now. Tucker.
Tucker. Right, yeah. They were
I loved Heavy Machinery. Loved Heavy Machinery.
Yeah.
They also had a killer intro too when they came out.
Yeah, they were good in NXT, and then for a while there they did okay in the main roster, but I think Tucker had some issues or something, and I guess they let him go. So and then he went out with Mandy Rose, and that started, and then he's been with Chad Gable ever since. I mean, he's okay.
I don't like Chad Gable. I hate Chad Gable.
Shush.
Like
Shush.
he's just
Shush that
bad.
noise up, man.
Like it's just like there's no entertainment out of him. Like the shoe, sure, like whatever, like that's a thing, I guess, right? But
No, that's
like,
not. Come on,
like
man.
even
Shush.
like going back to what Johnny Dean was saying, like I do see some of these matches happening, like those like 1v1 like Mankind versus Rock matches. Like here's the thing: is like the people that you see that are on the main cards right now, like your Sheamus, your Drew McIntyre, and all that. Like we've been there, we've done that. If they're decent matches, but those are not the guys. Like whether people want to admit it, like don't get me wrong, I still hate this Bray Wyatt buildup. Bray Wyatt would be that guy that would throw that crazy match. Like that would be that. Like that one-on-one, absolutely insane. And like what people forget too is like, don't get me wrong, I get it. It's a slow bleed. But Bray Wyatt, when he first was the Wyatt family, and like he had Eric Rowan and Luke Harper and everybody, he threw those unreal matches all the time. Like those crazy matches, right? So it's not like he doesn't have it in him. Like he'd be one example. Montez Ford, I could see throwing those kinds of matches. Sami Zayn, kind of, somewhat. I don't know. It's tough to say. There's some really good people in NXT right now too. Like I could see Braun Breaker doing something like that. Grayson Waller doing something like that. I could see Joe Gacy doing something like that. Like,
yeah,
a lot of talent coming up.
Yeah, Braun Breaker. I think that's interesting. He might be called up after WrestleMania. They like to do the new people coming up to the main roster. I mean, the spray Bobby Lashley thing, I hope it does good, but to me, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like it's kind of a mismatch, not in terms of the wrestling part, but like the characters. It seems kind of a mismatch, you know. I don't know. Do you think it'll do well?
Well, they usually use them to springboard somebody's character. So
it'll springboard. It's gonna springboard Bray. Like there's no question about it. It's not a matter of it's gonna springboard Bobby. I highly doubt it.
See, Bobby's still boring to me. I'd do something else.
Me too.
He is boring as fuck.
That's what I mean. I think having him against Bray, I don't know. It just seems like it's kind of a weird booking right there. I get it. It's WrestleMania. They want to give him something big, but we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I mean, right now it seems like I'll give it a few weeks, see how it goes. But
the one thing I will say is Bray has to wrestle more matches though. I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, I think they're trying to make it to where it's a special attraction, you know, like where he's only
got to be attracted to it in the first place for it to be a special attraction.
Yeah, like Johnny's not wrong. Like you have to. Like here's the thing: is I'm not saying he has to be on every week, but the guy should be wrestling matches at least like every second week.
Yeah, maybe once a month, like or something like that. On like
I think at least twice a month. Twice a month, in my opinion.
Twice a month.
Twice a month. Twice a month is fair. Like I don't think that would be that bad. But like it's funny because
in the beginning, look how much Cena had to wrestle to get that acclaim and stuff, and then he became special, and then that's when you can start limiting how many times they're out there. You got to put these guys out there.
But this is different though, Johnny. This is different because Bray Wyatt did put that work in, and then he came back, right? It's not like he's trying to launch his career per se, right? Relaunch. Relaunch. That's fair. Relaunch. But then look at, like, for example, even LA Knight. LA Knight, amazing promos, right? But at the same time, where's LA Knight? What's LA Knight doing right now?
Well, he wrestled the New Day he wrestled Kofi on Friday night. But
where's his story going now?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't get it. Like,
that's basically what I'm talking about. You got to write these guys storylines that they can continue and work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when Hogan reached the end of his green and orange shit days, he went to the NWO and stuff, and it relaunched his career, man. You got it. And he was a guy that was out there all the time too. Hogan wasn't hiding a month at a time, not showing up. You know, he was out there all the time.
Yeah, but Hogan had the same issue that like the thing is this is the part where like the WWE, WWF is ruthless, right? Is you look at people like Triple H, you look at people like Roman Reigns, Hulk Hogan, and shit. Like the WWEF has a terrible time of like having champions run it for too long. You know what I mean? It gets to a point where you don't want to see that same champion for 3 years straight. Like that stretch when Triple H was champion for that whole time sucked. It was boring.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah. You have to diversify. That's
Well,
my
guys,
point. You have to continue to diversify.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
a lot of the reason why Triple H was the champion for so long, and I'm not saying I disagree with what you guys are saying, but they really didn't have anybody as hot as him to take that belt from him.
But how
You
do
know
you
what I
how do you have that opportunity though?
Wait a
Like,
minute.
you know what I mean?
But you
When
gotta build
Triple
those
H,
guys
when
up
Triple H was
before you
doing
give
that,
him
there was
that
tons
Triple
of
H.
people, even on his own team, even on
Well, yeah, I
DX.
mean,
That
but it was-
the best thing they did with Triple H was that battle between when him and Batista started.
Yeah,
yeah,
I like that.
That was
but
great,
Batista
man.
got built up. though.
Evolution.
That's the thing. They built him up as a babyface while he was in the heel faction, because
Yeah.
they teased it for months. That's what I mean. But they didn't really do that with anybody else. So that's why they kept the belt on Triple H. That's why
But they could have. They could have though.
Well, they had him and Shawn Michaels fighting each other.
Well,
too.
Well,
Yeah.
we're talking about the Attitude Era, though, right? We're talking about the Attitude Era. So we're talking about Undertaker. We're talking about Kane. We're talking about Big Show. We're talking about Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Who was even at that time? I'm trying to think. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy were still there at that point. You still had Edge. You still had Randy Orton. Like
Mankind.
there is some very capable people that could have taken that belt and made it very relevant.
Now you're talking about the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era?
Well, like sure, both a little bit, but regardless, he was around for both.
Yeah, that's true.
And he had runs in both, so it really doesn't matter.
No, but I'm just saying, though, you got to build these guys up, in other feuds. So
Yeah.
that way they get bigger. And that way, they'll be the legitimate threat to that champion, is what I'm saying. That's
Okay.
I think WWE did a very good job during the time Triple H was holding the title from like 2001 and stuff like 2002, 2003, 2004. They just didn't have a hot baby face to like take that belt for. I mean, they gave it to Goldberg for like a few months, when he was there. And then because Goldberg was already established as a main event guy, but they didn't really have a young up and comer until they got to Batista, where they built that breakup with him and Triple H in the group. So in that way, once Batista got hot, that's when Triple H had an opponent to finally take that belt off him and go.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was good. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Well, like you'd even look at, I guess right now, I guess AJ Styles, like he was a face for a bit, right? He had a good little run for a while, but like again, also a victim of COVID, right? Like during his time, he had his run a lot during COVID, so that's that at that point.
I thought Drew
Austin Theory could be that guy, ironically enough.
Yeah, and they're building him slowly. He's got the U.S. title, They're just going to keep building him and building him. He's going to probably fight John Cena at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
The direction that's going to go. Yeah.
For money.
Yep. But and it'll help elevate Austin Theory because you're going to be in the ring with John Cena. So big name. And then Austin Theory will be in that main event picture eventually. It'll probably be within the next year or so because there is a lot of upside to Austin Theory. He's a great promo. Great in the ring. He's got a look. So he's got it all. They just need to get him more experience. And by the time he's ready, he's going to be ready to challenge like a Cody
Cena
Rhodes.
needs a makeover, period.
Yeah, but he's at the end of his career, Johnny. Like this is probably it.
Well, that's when you give them their best makeovers too. I mean, that's when Undertaker did his. He went through 2 makeovers at the end of his career.
But I think John Cena's done. Like I'll be honest with you. This could be the last.
Have you seen Peacemaker? He ain't done.
Well, that's the thing is he'll stay with acting. Like that's what he'll do, right?
Yeah, I was making a joke though.
Oh, okay.
I've seen his arms. He's still bigger than most of the motherfuckers I see in here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
By the way,
absolutely.
Speaking of,
I mean,
China,
he is, and he was a technical wrestler. Also, he's a very good technical wrestler before he gained all that steroid weight. I'm mixed between the steroid weights, man, because I want to see the guys big. I want the big guys, but I don't want to overblown like Lex Luger and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah, or Bobby Lashley.
Or
Right.
Bobby Lashley. That's kind of like boring to me. He's got muscle. You know how hard it is to do what Bobby Lashley does with all that that bodybuilding shit.
Right.
You don't notice it, but what the way he moves is so almost impossible with that kind of build, man.
Johnny, I'm going to tell you something real quick. Vince McMahon had a rule of thumb there.
Yeah, I remember this.
He called the airport test. If you see a guy larger than life walking around the airport, then he's a star because he's a larger than life looking guy. And that's what you want that's what Vince wanted back in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. If you could pass the airport test,
that's what most of the fans want when they watch this shit. They want monsters. They want monsters.
Right,
They don't want to fucking
see
themselves there.
That's not necessarily true though, because like I agree. I think like to me, like okay, I'm gonna say this loosely, right? That's kind of like the old wrestling man mentality, right? Because the thing is, sure, you want your big wrestlers and stuff, but at the same time, if they're crap wrestlers, I don't want to see them. So I will use Bobby Lashley as an example in this scenario. Bobby Lashley, sure, is a big guy. I don't think he's that great of a wrestler, though. I don't think he throws. Like, can you name me 3 awesome?
I didn't say Bobby Lashley.
No. I'm just saying though.
Wrestler. I'm just saying how hard it is to be a bodybuilder and just move as well as Bobby Lashley.
No, I know. I'm going to your point though that you said before, where you want to see bigger guys, right? So Bobby Lashley, bigger guy, right? Can you name me 3 solid Bobby Lashley matches that you can remember?
I can do no. Don't
exactly
that because I'm a Bobby Lashley hater. Okay,
I know, me too, but that's what I mean.
So you're not going to get me defending him.
Even Brock Lesnar, like don't get me wrong, I like him. He does have some good matches, but like even like his matches lately, they're like F5, 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 spear done. Yeah. Literally, like. Whether it's Roman or Bobby, that's Brock Lesnar.
One of the greatest matches I ever watched was Brock Lesnar match with Undertaker.
Yeah, okay, but is that because of Brock Lesnar or is that because of the Undertaker?
It was both of them. It was a very good match.
Both. I mean, Undertaker.
Brock Lesnar was a good submission fighter.
Yeah,
man.
UFC,
Absolutely, absolutely. But you don't see that often now with Brock Lesnar. You don't see that side of Brock Lesnar,
and that goes back to what I'm saying. Build your characters better. They're rushing these people out there, and they're not doing.
Lesnar's and Cena's and Rocks. You don't have to bring them back.
Kurt Angles.
Well, I think creative talent too. Like I do, I can agree with you. I think creative talent plays a large part in it, and that's the one thing that the WWE is declining on. You look at people like Tony Khan and AEW, right? They write great matches. Phenomenal matches, and the wrestling talent right now on AEW, bold take, but far superior to what we have on WWE. Far, because the storylines make sense. Like they are a victim of their own crime in the sense that they have too many stars, but at the same time, their storylines are great.
Well, speaking of AEW, their pay-per-view Sunday Revolution, and they got Danielson and MJF. I think MJF's the best performer in AEW right now.
And WWE. I think he's the best performer out there.
Yeah, cuts great promos. I mean, his character is just great.
Yeah.
That's Daniel what Bryan, I want. Good Danielson. Performances and good character building.
100%, Johnny. 100%.
Yeah, and he'll face Bryan Danielson in a Iron Man match, 60-minute. Should be interesting. I still think MJF.
I also want to see a Sid Vicious out here somewhere. Some friggin' where. Give me another Sid Vicious, please. Because there was nobody scarier in his time than Sid Vicious was.
True. And until that big leg injury he had in 2000 where he remember that when he was jumped off the rope?
Yeah. And his leg crumbled.
Is like, oh yeah, it was horrible, dude.
Yeah.
That terrified. I mean, that's the end of his career right there.
So, speaking about AEW though, Ben, I've been reading some rumors today.
Okay.
And apparently Kenny Omega's contract is coming to an end. And there's been talks about him going to WWE. Can you imagine a Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes WrestleMania?
No, I mean, I think he'd fit well there. You know, he does
Yeah.
have the.
See, I got
promo-
to check out AEW a lot more because I just
Yeah.
got started. I started with this, and
Yeah.
I kind of feel like AEW is the older version of WCW. You know what I mean?
It's got similar stuff, but better matches, better quality matches.
Better fights. Like
Well,
Darby Allin is
remember
like
early in
loves
WCW,
Darby
that's
Allin.
where you watched good wrestling.
Yeah.
That's where you watched your Rhodeses and stuff at, was on WCW. And
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, AEW, like I said, they got a big pay-per-view. There's supposedly going to be up for their new TV rights deal coming up at the end of the year. So it'll be interesting to see if they stay with Turner, and if they go to get a streaming service, that would be cool. You know, I think they got enough footage now where they can do like a WWE Network or a Peacock does, where they have.
Can I reply to Sean real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sean, Rey Mysterio didn't change it. He was that they always had the Chinese guys and the luchadors involved in their matches. Okay, he was just the biggest star at that time, and he continued to start them throughout. Whereas a lot of the other luchadors just fell out, went back to Mexico and wrestled in luchador.
Yeah,
the Japanese
Ray
brought
was
it.
a very, very unique character. You know, he had the mask. It
Yeah.
was the first time WWE had like that smaller guy.
Yeah.
But they'd always been around, is what I'm saying. They've
been around, but I think Sean's comment, though, I do agree with it, to be honest with you, is I do think that Rey Mysterio did change the mantra. I think he did, actually. Because now that I think about it, even going back, like, you had your smaller wrestlers like X-Pac and Scotty 2 Hotty was in like some real good matches and stuff. Bret Hart, but Bret Hart was pretty bulky too, right? But like Rey Mysterio, 100%. Like
before Rey Mysterio, there was a guy who actually was Rey Mysterio's nemesis. Was a Japanese guy, had the lightning bolt thing and green costume on.
Grand Metalik or Kalisto? Is it Kalisto?
No.
Is it Jushin Liger?
Liger, yeah, that was him.
Yeah,
that was when Rey Mysterio really came in and started becoming popular and stuff. But the Japanese guy was already there. They've always had somebody like that. Rey Mysterio just took it to another level.
Yeah.
But it was a good mixture of your big bulky guys, your technical wrestlers, and then your luchador type wrestlers and stuff. And that was at the height of their popularity. That's when it was really good because you had everything you wanted to see at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Alec, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, sorry I'm late. I just I had to watch the match.
You saw Dakota? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were still crying over that Tampa Bay trade where they gave away their whole entire field.
You know what? How about you win a cup there, bud?
That's where you're coming. Listen, we're talking about the now, not the past, bud. Okay.
Win a cup, bud.
we have what, 5 or 6? How many do you have?
You know what's crazy? Who's losing?
How many do you have? Sorry, I'm waiting for the answer.
3.
Oh, and we have 5. Oh, so we did win a cup then.
You know what? How about this for one? Who's losing? What's the score of the Bruins game? What's the score of the Bruins game? Oh wait, we beat them. That's crazy. You can't beat them?
It's 3-2, and there's 12:46 left in the third. So you settle down.
Look at that, Becky's
Becky's leading now.
No, but seriously, Alec, what a bad trade on Tampa. I'm sorry.
Whatever Andrew says, Ligma. He said that trade was pretty good. Bump that.
I don't agree. I think it was a bad trade.
Did you see Becky's outfit though from the backside?
Sorry,
Becky. You see her?
Oh
backside?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
the Sharks won their trade.
No wonder Seth's so happy and dancing, dude.
The Sharks won their trade, honestly.
But also, just quickly before we go back to wrestling, another bad trade: San Jose and.
Did you see
Jersey.
Sean's last comment, Ben?
Yeah, the Sharks won that trade.
Oh, absolutely, they did.
Yeah, this will be a great matchup.
Is not all that to trade for.
Johnny's going to be special guest referee for this.
Versus Kyle storyline. Oh, don't worry, this goes way back. All right.
Yeah, it really does.
Nice.
So this is a long storyline.
It is. It's a good one. Good build up.
From him bashing the Bucks left and right, it's a typical Kyle.
Not that bad. Like it's Like I'm pretty like general about it, you know. Is that's Dakota Kai?
Yeah,
No, that's a trans
babe right there. Look at that.
Trans. It's a bulge.
No,
That's settled down,
that's
Alec.
what you like, though. That's what you like, though, Alec. You said Dakota's your babe, huh?
He's tucking.
Wow. That's what
Oh my god.
Oh,
You know what?
I'd love to see that, dude. We need
What?
to, like, before WrestleMania, we need to have this matchup, like, to kick off when we do our pregame show for WrestleMania. That's 2 nights, gentlemen. We're gonna do our pregame
We'll have
show.
to do something live, like a competition or something. Like we'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, we will. We definitely got to get this match in, though. Alec versus Kyle. This would be really.
Oh, we can make bets on it. We should totally do that. Maybe we can get Vegas odds on it.
Go full on
right now,
debate.
you're
Go on
a
full
slight
debate.
favorite.
Hey,
Kyle.
do a full debate and have the other people vote on who won.
Sure. I debate so many people. Like it's weird that I get into these I always get into these confrontations with people because people just feel like I like to debate. I don't know. I do to a certain extent, but I don't.
Yes, you
I just
do.
need promos from Alec. We need good promos from you guys. So
Yeah,
we
it's
got
true.
2 weeks, so work on that. And oh man, so Alec, how much y'all watched tonight so far?
So it's kind of weird. It's weird. We agree on this stuff, but football and everything else we don't agree on. It's freaking weird. I'm not used to.
Yeah. Me and Alec are like 100% on wrestling, and then like football, not really. But it's not a bad thing.
You're not supposed to agree with everybody on football. There's 32 teams.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, but anybody see that Jordan Walker bomb? Ooh.
Is that a basketball player?
Baseball.
Was it
The B word.
Oh, I don't watch any baseball really.
Oh, me and Kyle.
Just the Jays.
Just the Blue Jays.
That's it. And even then, I don't know much about baseball.
Johnny, you got a new friend now. Look at that.
But I also love soccer, so
I used to love soccer when I was younger.
Wait, so you watch MLS?
not so much MLS. I like more Champions League.
No, he didn't. Shut up, Sean.
Oh,
That's a
speaking of
lie.
that, Sean,
That was not me.
Johnny,
that was somebody else.
you talk baseball?
oh, by the way, hey Sean, I bet you're happy that Carson Wentz is gone. I guess you got that blessing today.
That was an obvious take. That was gonna happen for sure. It would have been stupid for them not to do that.
Oh, guys, by the way, I designed it so that we'd go from wrestling to football, baseball, and you guys.
I love it.
Thank you.
I haven't been watching. I haven't been watching WWE because of a little situation that happened today, and we had to dig ourselves out of it and watch it live. So
For what?
What happened was
No, sir, Sean.
so this is I know Johnny hates this topic, but I have my friend's DraftKings login, right? And I accidentally threw all his money on the Magic money line.
No way.
Way to go.
And then the Magic won. So he won. It was like he won 2,000 off of that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
No way.
I had to stay up and watch the whole game. He was pissed. And they covered towards the end and won.
That's crazy.
Because I thought he said he wanted me to put all of it on there. I was like, you mean all of it? He's like, yeah, I don't care. I was like, and after I placed it, he's like, no, I was like, you see the text I sent you? I told you to put 50 on it. I was like, oh.
So how much did he throw on it?
$585. The whole
wow,
balance.
well, good payout.
And then I was like, you know what? I'll do the same thing. I emptied my whole balance on that game. I was like, you know, if you're gonna lose all your money, I'll just lose all my money with you. Fuck it.
So what did you win then?
I won $585.
Oh, that's
So
not bad.
I only threw $250. I was like, I had to because I can't I don't know what it is. I can't
Don't interrupt him, Ben. He's talking.
Yeah. Ben from Las Vegas says, your babe is here, Alec.
Oh, Mr. Benjamin.
Yeah.
Benjamin Cornette.
Yeah, but you might want to get up to date on what happened on Raw because I was literally watching the Magic Money line fucking hang.
This is a wrestling show.
I thought he was going to say he was watching Magic Mike.
No.
Oh, were you? Oh.
Yo, you guys watch Ant-Man? Ant-Man was good.
Oh, I haven't yet. I gotta.
It was good.
Plus, I'm waiting for Disney Plus.
Ant-Man was good. But anyways, back to wrestling. So
Okay.
I need to
Good
see
idea.
something different. I do need to see something different for WrestleMania. There's got to be a match that's unexpected. Now, number one, it's 2 nights, right? So you have quite a bit of content. Not every match is going to be 3 hours long, right?
Right. Yep.
So I want to see that match where like, wow, okay, like I wasn't expecting that one. There's always one of those matches. So what do you guys think that'll be this year?
Oh, well, they're gonna have to throw something out real quick. I think it's gonna be Trish and Bailey against Lita and Becky.
Yeah.
I think Trish is gonna come back, but I think she might turn
Trish
heel.
Stratus.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've been talking
Seriously?
about her
Yeah.
coming back for WrestleMania. Yeah. She looks great, Johnny. She's always in great shape. She does yoga.
She does
and
Pilates,
stuff.
Johnny.
Well, she's
Johnny,
a
she does
fighter.
Pilates.
I don't
Yeah.
care about all that. She's a fighter, man. So I
Like,
Oh yeah.
Johnny,
Yeah.
she does her Kegels. Like, just all right. She's ready.
Kegels.
She's ready, Johnny.
Is that Canadian for what's that Canadian for? Like Kegels?
Huh?
What's that in Canadian?
That's
Like,
when
It's the same thing, man.
it's a lower region exercise, dude.
Yeah.
oh, that's what you call it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
call it
I
twisting.
think so. I'm trying to think of what
My
match
ex
would like.
did that shit.
Maybe Otis versus Chad Gable.
Oh, so this is the match y'all was talking about. This is the main event.
Oh, Owens versus Gable. No, I see it Owens and Sammy against the Usos still.
No. Otis versus Chad Gable. Maybe that's the match at WrestleMania. That's like, where did that come from?
Oh, okay. I see
mean,
what you're saying.
There is a question I had to ask you guys, since you guys actually watched Raw. It's for Kyle and Ben, or Johnny if you watched it. What's this notification I got that Seth or that Cody Rhodes is going to be on SmackDown on Friday?
Yeah, he is. Yep, confronting Roman Reigns.
There it is, Mr. Schomber, this Friday.
So are we
First-
getting that whole Jey Uso thing again, where Jey Uso just stood there during the headlights, just staring at
Listen,
Jey
he's
Uso?
conflicted. Okay, don't come at him. He's conflicted. Okay, he doesn't know what to do, Alec. All right.
It's
Let
very
me,
conflicting.
Let me just say this: that I heard a rumor today, guys, that Triple H he's not going to put everybody on the show for WrestleMania. He wants to put the big matches. You know, everybody wants to be on WrestleMania, but they're probably not going to be. So
Okay.
you can see the Otis and Gables are probably not going to be on there. Like the Madcap
They
Mosses,
need
you
shorter
know, like the
matches.
lower card guys, because he wants like all the big names and all the big.
I mean, they might put him in there for the Andre the Giant trophy.
but I
thing.
guess, well, he's saying they're not doing
Yeah.
battle royals either. So
Well,
Even
that's
though-
kind of a
That
waste.
yeah,
I mean,
I
they
think
would,
it's
those are
okay.
the
I
kind of
mean,
matches they put those people in.
you gotta earn your spot on WrestleMania. I'm okay with that. You want to see
What,
the
they're
best
gonna do,
of the best.
It's a
you know?
contenders match for it.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
oh yeah. So Alec, what about that too? The Intercontinental. What was that? There's like something on main event or whatever, where it's gonna be that person will fight Gunther at WrestleMania. Did you guys hear about that?
Lower region.
Yeah, I think it'll probably
think
be
so.
like either Drew McIntyre or Sheamus, somebody like.
I hope Sheamus. It would make sense to do Sheamus.
I just want Gunther to lose the belt, honestly, but
He
I know
won't.
Not for
He's
a
not
while.
going to.
I'm okay with that.
the way they're pushing him, they're not gonna. It's gonna be one of those title reigns where they're trying to like push his like. Because I feel like down the road they're gonna try to push him for like the women the WWE Championship belt down the road. I'm not saying like
So-
now. I'll say like 2 years down the road probably.
No, not even. I think you're being generous. I give it like next year, honestly. So I think he'll win it at WrestleMania still, but I think he loses it shortly after. Let's just say maybe like, I don't know, King of the Ring, something like that. You know, like that's where he'll lose it. And at that point, he'll start contending for like the main title. I think he won't win it, but I think he'll contend for it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Gunther's he's being used the right way, and you know, after he loses the Intercontinental title, probably like around SummerSlam, around that summertime part, maybe even after that, that's where you'll see him start to be in that main event picture. You know, because he's getting better and better, and
Yeah,
you know, I think
That's
You'll
somebody
probably
who could use a makeover as Gunther.
he did. He did have a makeover.
He's a good wrestler, but he doesn't bring much fucking
He was Walter.
charisma.
Yeah, but he's a good promo, John. You got to listen to him more. You got to see more of his stuff. He's actually pretty good. And
Yeah.
I think you could see him against the Brock Lesnar. That would be a good matchup, like down the line. Not right now, but like down the road. Maybe at next year's WrestleMania or something. You could see something like that. You know,
I'd want to see Gunther and like Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed.
That'd be a good match.
that'd be interesting. You know, Bronson's a very good wrestler for his size. He can really wrestle well. Does need a little mic work, but other than that, I
he
mean,
needs a lot of mic work.
yeah, I agree. But he's still a good hand to have, you know.
Oh yeah.
Harder, kind of mid card, you know, level. Yeah, you know, Triple H is bringing those guys in from NXT because he knows them. You know, he worked with those guys for a long time, so he knows how to use them, how to put them in the right spots with the right opponents. So Bronson, he's good. You know, he's a good hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, well, right now we still got the women's tag team title match. It is for the belts tonight. So I think Damage Control will find a way to keep them, and then there'll be some
Lita and that girl are really good together. But they're gonna do something to mess that up. I guarantee you.
You think so?
Oh, he got hurt. Oh, he got really hurt.
Lita and Becky, you're talking about, John?
Yeah, Becky.
Alec, are you watching the Oilers game? Krejci just got leveled. Oh, he's cut his eye. Oh, that was bad.
Oh, wow.
No, sadly, I don't have the NHL network, but the Oilers are on a power play apparently.
Oh, are they? Well, he just body checked somebody to like, oh, it was bad. Yeah, actually, it wasn't that bad, but his helmet got knocked right off. Oh, Pastrnak punched somebody. You know, hot take quickly. Ben, you're gonna disagree with me. I think personally, the Oilers are the best team in the West.
I'm not laughing at you, Kyle. I'm laughing at Ben's comment. Yeah.
This is Ben from Las Vegas. Did you see Becky's ass? Oh, wow. All right, Ben.
Love
Thanks for the comment. Yeah.
But what do you think, Ben? You being a Vegas fan?
Oh, I
you
think
Wait, I think the Oilers have scored.
I think Dallas is the best team in the West right now.
I think they've lost 6 straight.
No, they beat us though the other night.
Yeah, well, but they've lost like I think like something like they've won 1 out of their last 6 though, or something like that.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Edmonton's good. They're a top 5 team in the West. I mean, I think they're a good team. They could go to the Stanley Cup final. I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, you know,
I'd like that.
Stretch, but
I'd like that. I think we could win the conference, maybe. I don't think we'd win the Stanley Cup. I don't think Boston though. Like, I don't think Boston will win the Stanley Cup though either. I think it's kind of like I think they'll go far. I think they'll even go to the Stanley Cup, but I don't know. I think they'll fall off. Like, I don't know. It's tough to say. Just seeing how they're playing.
Jesus, I forgot.
The Kings would be a dark horse to win the Stanley Cup. The LA Kings.
Yeah, they're good.
They're pretty good.
They're good.
And so is Becky, man. Look at her. Ooh, man, that outfit. I'm telling you.
I want Seth Rollins to come out as the Joker.
That would be cool.
Yes. Thank you. Now you're catching on to what I've been talking about. They need to work these characters, man. Yes. And he looks good in that promo, dude, like that.
Yeah. But he has to go full Joaquin Phoenix. Full Joaquin. Not Joker, Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Okay?
Oh, that's going to be hard to pull off, though, man.
That's what he does in the promo. I mean, he pulls it off.
No, I know his character's based off that right now, but could he be as good as Joaquin Phoenix? That's tough.
He don't have to be as good. He just
has to
bring that image about like
hot take.
Pro, okay?
Yeah,
hot take. Joaquin Phoenix is the best Joker. Hot take.
That's a real hot take.
Heath Ledger.
No, I think Joaquin Phoenix is better.
I don't. Wow. I think it was a different style, and that made it look a lot different for people. But Heath Ledger went down the rabbit hole real bad.
Oh yeah, I know. He lived it.
Yeah,
I'm going Heath Ledger 1, Jack Nicholson 2, and then Joaquin Phoenix 3.
I give Jack Nicholson his credit. He brought the Joker back. He came into it when Batman needed to be brought in, and he did his thing. But no, as far as the best Jokers, it's I like Joaquin a lot. I like Heath Ledger's number 1. Joaquin 2. I can't even put what's his name in there, man. I really can't.
The Christopher Nolan?
The Thug Joker.
No. Oh, never mind. No, I'm thinking Batman. Never mind.
No, the only reason I put Joaquin number 3 is he never had a confrontation with Batman in the Joker.
Suicide Squad 1. That's what you're talking about. Oh my God, what's his name? He's the lead singer of 30 Seconds. Jared Leto. There you go.
Jared Leto, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was not good.
I wanted to like him because I liked the style. It made it realistic. It was kind of like, but he just.
I don't. I want him to go back to 30 Seconds to Mars. I like that band. He can go back to singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put Jack Nicholson 3 in that then.
Yeah, I just think Joaquin never had that showdown with Batman.
He don't need to though. The Joker's got a whole storyline by himself.
Well, he does. But I mean, I think if he'd had a confrontation with Batman, maybe he still will. But
it's an origin story first and foremost, right?
Well, that's one of the origin stories because the original origin story is him going down the vat. You know what I mean? And becoming Red Hood first. He was the original Red Hood, and then he became Joker.
Is that the canon though? Is that canon? That origin story?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well then, because doesn't technically. Well, how does that work? Because Jason Todd becomes the Red Hood.
Right. That's a remake. That's the remake of the Red Hood. He brought Red Hood out to say, "Look, fucker, you're unfinished business."
I thought the Red Hood, the original Red Hood, was second Robin, Jason Todd, and that was
the original Red Hood was the Joker when he first got dumped in the vat of acne. Okay. That's canon. That's unshakable. Like Joe Chill is the guy who shot Batman's parents. All right. Jason Todd was killed by the Joker, and what's his name put him in the pool and brought him back to life, and that's when he came back and wore the Joker's Red Hood to let Batman know, ha ha ha.
Is that Trish Stratus?
You didn't kill him for me.
Yeah.
You didn't get rid of his ass for me, so I'm going to do it. And that's why Jason Todd became that vigilante and shit and would use guns now.
Okay.
Trish
Stratus with the debut.
Oh, Trish Stratus is there.
There she is.
Oh, damn, she looks great, doesn't she? Woo.
Trish.
Woo, look at her.
Oh God. All right, well, fellas, I think I want to take off. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you all.
Kyle, promote yourself before you take off, bud.
Promote myself. Oh my God, it's so bad. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me on here. You can find me on Face the Heel. So we go on every now and again, pre-show for the pay-per-views. So I will be on here periodically. You can also find me on Off the Boards. We don't have a designated date on there, but that's on NSD. So you want to talk Edmonton Oilers, we got that going on. And then until next football season starts, you can find me periodically also on Let's Talk Football, NFC South Takeover. And I think that's basically it. And then Friday nights with NSD as well. We talk pretty much everything, but I don't talk baseball or basketball because these just aren't my sports. So, that's basically it.
All right, Kyle, thank you. And before you go, I want to promote our good friend Alex Loosemore is going to have his own podcast tomorrow night.
That's right.
Called Restoring the Roar on North Sports Dynasty.
Right.
What time would it be, Kyle? Like, is it 7 p.m. Mountain?
What is it? 9 p.m. Eastern?
9 p.m. Eastern, yeah.
7 p.m. Mountain, yeah.
Yes. So our good friend Alex Loosemore, give him a chance. Listen to him. He's really great. Like and share his new show. It's going to be fun. I'm going to listen to it. So I just thought I'd give a shout out to Mr.
Wow, they won.
So
Becky Lynch and Lita won.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, really? They won the titles?
Yeah. Trish came out and helped them out.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, didn't expect that one. That's new.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm out, boys. Take care. Have a good night.
Good night,
Later,
Kyle.
bro.
Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, we're going to take off here. It's been another good episode of Face to Heels. Episode 3. We're going to do one again. Hopefully, try and do one this weekend, hopefully. And if we do, I will give you all the details on that. And Alec, do you want to say anything before we go? Or
Oh, I'm fine. I'm
You're
pooped
fine?
out from promotions.
good stuff. All right, guys. Take care.
Hey, Benjamin. I got something to say.
Oh, Johnny, I'm sorry. You don't like to
Yeah.
promote yourself usually. What's
Yeah,
good?
well,
Go-
this is a big deal. So,
Let's do it. Go ahead.
everybody needs to watch NFL Edition Thursday night at 9:00. We're going to make an announcement there. It's a big announcement. So, tune in Thursday at 9:00.
All right. Good stuff. Yeah, definitely. Definitely tune in. Guys, I'll be on there around like 7:00 Pacific because I'm late as always. But yeah, so big announcement for that one. Can't wait to hear it. And with that being said, everybody,
You need to stay around after the show.
this show or
Mhm.
okay. All right. Well, I gotta talk to Johnny. Business stuff. So we're gonna take off for the night. Thank you everybody for watching Face to Heels episode 3, and we will see you next time.